What's up guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel Xman Co. Today you guys are in for a huge treat. We're making an experiment. We've never tried this before. We hope it's going to work and you're going to love it. Today guys, we're making something amazing. We're going to try, remember it's experiment, we're going to try and make pork belly cups. We're going to make something to add to that. Very special. It's going to really infuse it and bring it up to the next level. We're going to make crispy mashed potato sticks. Now guys, we're going to put that inside. It's just going to be all of this goodness in one, crispy and some starch. It's going to be beautiful. Let me introduce you guys to all our ingredients so we can move on with this cook. We've got some potatoes here, some oregano, onion and garlic powder. We've got some flour here and that's really going to help the sticks stick together. We've got some mustard seeds, mustard powder, mixed herbs, cayenne pepper, and then smoked paprika. That's really going to give us that smoky flavor that we're after. As always, salt and pepper on the left here, and then the star of the show, guys, this beautiful 3 kilogram pork belly. Now, I need to tell you guys how we prepared this pork belly. Seeing that this is an experiment, we went a different way today. So about 48 hours ago, we took this pork belly, we patted it down just to make sure that there's no moisture on the skin. Next, we put it on the dripping rack, and then guys, we moved over to the fridge. We left it in the fridge for about 48 hours. 48 hours, can you guys believe it? We didn't score or prick the skin, and I'm sure this is going to give us a crispy skin. So if you guys want to have a look here, this is our pork belly, and it's straight out of the fridge. I'm patting it with a towel, and let's have a look there. Guys, it's as dry as you can get. Don't know if you guys can hear there, but it's really dried out. And I think this is going to aid us in getting that crispy skin. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into this video. So guys, to the bottom, it's obviously still wet, but the skin is nicely dried out. So I'm just going to pat it a little bit on the bottom side, just so that we don't contaminate the skin and make it wet. Next step, we're going to try and cut this pork belly nice and straight for these cups that we want to make. So guys, what we want to do is try and make like a cup like that. I don't know if it's going to work. We need to leave a little piece at the end here because we want to make a cup, so it needs like a bottom. Let's do this. That was more difficult than what we expected. We had to grab some tools, Old Faithful Leatherman, needle, some rope, butcher's twine. That was quite a process. But we're here now, and guys, we got caught up in the moment. We never spiced this beautiful pork belly on the inside where the meat is. So we're going to mix our spices quickly and just rub it in there, and I'm sure the spices will still come through. Right, time to start this operation. Just going to throw it in there. Just want to make sure there's enough spices in there. And as you guys can see, it's quite spiced up. There you go. Let's do the next one. Right, we're going to try something here. We're going to make the bottom of this cup. So we're going to cut a piece that's a little bit bigger than this area over there. Let's do this. At the bottom, if you guys can see there, we're going to force this piece in there, and we're going to use some skewers to keep it intact, and that's also going to help us to make sure these cups stay upright. Well, that's the idea. Now that we got our cups together, we're not sure if this is going to work, but we're definitely going to try it out. We need to salt the outside just to give it a little bit of salty taste, obviously. So we've got a little bit of salt, and we're just going to rub it like that. Not everything's going to stick because we don't have a sticking agent. Remember, we want it to be dry. There you go. And I reckon that will be perfect. Right guys, time to move over to the fire. So we're going to get our BGE nice and hot. Start the fire. We're going to put in our convector. We're going to put the grid on. And then make sure that this BGE gets up to 10. Now that our pork cups are on the BGE, it's time to set up the rest of this cook. Now guys, very straightforward. We're gonna just get rid of the skin of the potato. You guys know that sometimes I like to keep it on, but for this exercise, it's definitely necessary to get rid of that. Then we're gonna cut the potato in small cubes. You can leave it whole, but cutting it in small cubes is definitely gonna help us to get it cooked much quicker. Try and keep all the cubes the same size, as this will make sure that everything cooks evenly and is ready at the same time. Now that we've finished sorting out our potatoes, it's time to move over to the fire. Now guys, if you are somebody like we are that don't want to waste these skins, just put them aside, drizzle some olive oil over them, a little bit of spice in the oven. They're going to be great, about 20 minutes max. It's going to be amazing. Go try it out, add it to some of your dishes. You're really going to love it. Right, let's move over to the fire. So guys, very straightforward. We're just going to bring the water to boiling point, and then we're going to add our potatoes. About 15 minutes should be enough. And we're going to make mash initially and then move on to the next step. Right guys, we're at the 20-minute mark and the cups are falling apart. So we might remove the bottoms, but in any case, it looks brilliant. Now that our potatoes are fully cooked, it's time to smash them. So we're going to mash them quickly, and you want to make sure they're mashed completely before you add your spices. As you can see, it's nice and smooth, and that's exactly what we're after. We're going to add some garlic powder, about a tablespoon, the same amount of oregano, and then some onion powder. You want to make sure that's nicely mixed together before we move on to the next step. We're going to add some salt, and then about half a cup of flour. You want to mix all of that together and make sure your end result is something like this, something that you can form. Guys, we're going to take about a fistful and just make sure it's nicely compacted. Then you want to roll it a little bit, try and get it even. We're trying to make some sticks here. You can decide on the thickness. It's like playing with Play-Doh, only difference is this is food and we're going to enjoy this. So guys, these bad boys are ready. It's 1 hour and 20 minutes. So we're going to take them off. They're going to rest for 10 minutes. And then while they rest, we're going to jump on these amazing mashed potatoes. Right, let's do that. It looks absolutely divine. It's crispy. It's not quite cups, but remember, it's experimental. Let's see what we're going to do. Look at that, guys. That's absolutely gorgeous. Now that we have our mashed potato sticks, we need to get them crispy. Let's move over to the fire. We're going to start off with a nice hot oil. Make sure it's about 180 degrees Celsius, and then just drop these guys in. It's very delicate as they would like to twist, and some of them will break, but guys, it's all about the fun. So just try and play with them and try keep them straight. Once they're in the oil for a little bit, they'll keep straight. We're just going to let it boil for about 3-4 minutes until they're golden brown on the outside, and then we know these guys are going to be beautiful. Right guys, that moment. We've got our cups off the BGE. We've done our mashed potato sticks. They're crispy. We have to test those as well. Now guys, let's talk about the success of this experiment. Personally, we can't say it's a fail yet because we have to taste it. But I will tell you something, those bottoms that we put on these cups, they did not work. It took about 45 minutes and they just came out. The other one stayed behind, but it made this cup a little bit skew. I almost want to say we've got rolled pork and not porky cups, but it's still amazing. The one's got a nice little hole that we can put these sticks in, and the other one is completely closed. So if I would change something, maybe a video that we can look into future, we would put a cylindrical object in the middle and maybe wrap around that, just to make sure that hole stays open. The bottom, we still have to work on that. Anyways guys, let's check for crispiness and taste. We're going to start off with these crispy mashed potatoes. These sticks look amazing. They've got great color. If you guys can see there, now we need to taste. Can you guys hear that? It's crunchy. It's like a fluffy delight. Beautiful. Let's check the skin. Do you guys hear that? I might have to turn down the sound because this is amazing. It's in your ears, it's crispy, it's calling you, taste me, taste me. All right. I don't know if we should hack into this or just cut it, but we have to taste it. Let's do that. Hey, look at that. Guys, perfect. Let me show you guys, look at that. That looks absolutely amazing. Look at that skin there. Hey. All right, let's go for this crispy skin. That's the money shot that we're talking about. That's crispy, it's delicious, it's perfect. Let's taste the meat. I'm glad we spiced it. It's coming through. This is really, really amazing. I'm not going to say wow, I always say wow, but this is wow. This is amazing. Boys and girls, please go and try it out. Decide what you want to call it. Do you want to call it a porky cup, a pork cup, or just a rolled pork? Doesn't matter. It tastes delicious. It looked quite sexy, so why not make it? Guys, you know the story. If you like what you're doing, like, share, subscribe. Enable those notifications so you get notified as soon as we upload a new video. Thanks for watching. We cannot do it without you. We'll see you on the next one. Okay. There you go. Tell us. It's good. Try it out.